Osmophobia, Chapter 2, Surrounded. The city woke up fast. It always did. Jade liked to believe there was a window, a fragile stretch of time where the city hadn't yet decided what kind of day it was going to be. Quiet mornings were calm. Late mornings, not so much. By the time she reached the edge of the park, the sidewalks had filled. Footsteps overlapped, voices layered, different scents mixed together from the city's musk to a nearby bear's cologne. She took a deep sigh of preparation and checked her phone. No notifications, no messages. Capclaw refreshed itself once more, feeding her videos she barely registered. A clip of a panther falling off a skateboard. A lioness dancing confidently, yet still kind of funny. A fox doing a daily vlog. Jade smiled despite herself. "Here we go," she whispered to herself. Eyes down, shoulders in, keep a distance. That was Rule 3. The sidewalk spilled into Main Street just outside of Emerald Park. Jade slowed instinctively. Her steps shortened. Her tail twitched in a low sway behind her, already tense. She exhaled through her nose and stepped forward. Someone brushed past her arm. A fox, maybe? A strong smell of cologne on that one. Too much. Always too much. Another body followed. Warm, woolly, smelling faintly of coffee. Jade's ears flattened and she continued in a straight line. She felt it then. That familiar tingling on the back of her neck. People were just now noticing her in the street. Don't react. Don't apologize. Don't make eye contact. Her phone buzzed. A meaningless notification, but she welcomed it like a moth to light. She stared at the screen, thumb moving automatically, even though she knew she was being watched by, well, everyone. A mutter from behind her. Obvious long stares. A young leopard pointing and whispering questions to their mother. Jade's jaw tightened. She didn't turn around. She didn't speed up either. Just a straight black and white line through the sidewalk. She reached the intersection just as the light turned red. Stopped. Trapped. Great. The crosswalk filled in, bodies pressing closer, but not toward Jade. The scent of damp fur, deodorant, breakfast sandwiches, and stress filled the air. A generous 6 to 7 foot radius of strangers around Jade was so clear you could easily mark it with chalk. She focused on something neutral, something boring. Concrete cracks, a faded gum stain near her shoe, the rhythm of the walk signal slowly ticking down. A polar bear beside her did a double take in Jade's direction. She felt it like a physical sting. He leaned away, not dramatically, but enough. Enough to notice. Her shoulders curled inward. She tried to make herself smaller, though her huge tail already took up quite a bit of space. Years of practice had made that second nature. The light finally changed. She moved immediately, crossing fast but not running. Running invited attention. She power-walked up to a cozy bakery across the street. People were lined up and crowded on the sidewalk. Everyone was getting breakfast and coffee. The crowd was giving her dozens of sour looks and scowls. She tried not to notice. Too late, though. Jade gently sidestepped into the alley beside the bakery. She leaned against the brick wall, closed her eyes, and took several sharp breaths. Okay. She exhaled slowly. Deep breaths. A smell of fresh bread lingered faintly in the bricks. Coffee, sugar, warmth. It helped. She checked the time on her phone. Too early to go home, too late for a public breakfast, just in time to look weird hanging out in the alleyway. Jade straightened, cracked out her knuckles, and started gently bouncing on her feet to get some adrenaline going. She glanced to her right. Her reflection stared back from the dark bakery window. Striped fur neat, green eyes a little sharper than she liked, but steady. She looked fine. She always did. That was the cruelest part. No one in this world gave her a chance. Jade pushed herself forward out into the street and kept walking, choosing a route with wider sidewalks, fewer shops, and more sky. She let Capclaw autoplay nonsense until her breathing evened out again. By the time she was actually chuckling over some stupid Capclaw short, she heard something strange over her shoulder. Someone out of breath. Running. Jade was used to the joggers and fitness buffs in the city, but this sounded like someone who hadn't run in a while. Oh well. Ma'am! Jade's stride broke for half a second, but she kept forward. Who would be talking to her? Excuse me, ma'am! Jade froze and slowly turned around. A tall, slender wolf stood just a few feet in front of her, with a bracelet in his hand. This has been Osmophobia. The story continues.